The rain lashed against Daniel's apartment windows as he slumped onto his couch, exhausted from another late shift. His phone buzzed, *unknown caller star. He hesitated, thumb hovering over the screen before answering. A voice, ragged and eerily familiar, spoke first. Don't go to work tomorrow. Daniel froze. Who is this? You know who this is. A pause. Or, you will. The voice was wrong, too deep, too rough, yet something in its cadence made Daniel's skin prickle. Like hearing his own voice played back slightly distorted. The 7:15 train, the caller continued. If you board it, you'll die. They'll say it was an accident, but it won't be. Daniel's breath hitched. He always took the 7:15. No one knew that. Prove you're me, he demanded. Silence. Then. You still have the scar on your left knee from when you fell at Camp Marist. You pretend you don't hate your boss. And right now, you're twisting your wedding ring. Daniel looked down. His thumb was rubbing the bare spot on his finger where his ring used to be, a habit since the divorce. A detail no one knew he still did. The line crackled. The crash happens at 7:23 a.m. Don't be there. A dial tone hummed. Outside, thunder rolled as Daniel stared at his reflection in the dark TV screen. For the first time in years, he wouldn't set his alarm. Daniel woke to sunlight slicing through his blinds. The digital clock read 9:37 a.m., he'd overslept. The phone call flooded back. Just a stress dream, he told himself, rubbing the ghost of his wedding ring. The local news played on his phone as he made coffee. A breaking alert flashed, 7:15 commuter train derails near Westwood Station, multiple fatalities reported. His mug shattered on the floor. 7:15. Westwood. Exactly what the caller said, *. Daniel's hands shook as he scrolled. The report mentioned a signal failure at 7:23 a.m., the precise minute his future self had warned about. A cold sweat prickled his neck. He took the afternoon bus to clear his head. At a red light, he watched a silver Prius run the intersection, just as a delivery truck barreled through. Metal screamed. The Prius spun 3 times before stopping upside down, exactly like the caller had described, silver car, 3 rotations. Driver survives with a broken arm. A gasp escaped Daniel's lips. Paramedics pulled a dazed woman from the wreck. Her left arm hung at a sickening angle. That evening, at his usual diner, the waitress slid over his coffee. "Black, 2 sugars," she said. Daniel froze, he'd never told her his preference. The caller's voice echoed, "You'll notice people know things they shouldn't." As he left, a gaunt man in a navy peacoat bumped into him. "Watch it, Daniel," the stranger muttered, then vanished into the crowd. Ice shot through Daniel's veins. He'd never seen that man before in his life. The phone rang at 3:17 a.m. Daniel knew before looking. Asterisk, you saw the crash today. Asterisk, the voice was worse now, hoarse, like it had been screaming. Asterisk, that was just the beginning. Asterisk. Daniel's breath fogged the bathroom mirror as he gripped the sink. What are you? A wet cough crackled through the speaker. Asterisk, what you'll become, if you don't listen. Asterisk. The line filled with static, then cleared abruptly. Asterisk, check your medicine cabinet. Asterisk. Daniel yanked it open. Behind his allergy pills sat an orange prescription bottle he'd never seen. The label bore his name and next month's date. Asterisk, lorazepam. 2 milligrams. For panic attacks, asterisk, the voice whispered. Asterisk, you'll start taking them after the funeral. Asterisk. Whose funeral? Daniel's reflection paled in the flickering light. Static swallowed the reply. When the voice returned, it sounded broken. Claire's, asterisk, your ex-wife dies in 14 days. And you could have stopped it. Asterisk. The medicine bottle slipped from Daniel's fingers. Pills skittered across the tiles like white beetles. Asterisk, that's why I called. To change asterisk one asterisk thing. Just one. Asterisk, the voice dropped to a whisper. Asterisk, save her. Or you'll end up here, with me. Asterisk. A new sound cut through, labored breathing, like the caller was trapped somewhere tight. Daniel pressed the phone harder to his ear. Where are you? The reply came between gasps. Asterisk, padded walls. Screaming. They say I invented you, that none of this is real. Asterisk. The call died. Daniel's shaking hand scrolled to Claire's contact. The screen glitched, for one heartbeat, her photo aged 20 years, eyes hollow with grief. Then it was just Claire again, smiling in sunlight that no longer felt warm. Daniel's sneakers pounded the pavement as he ran toward Claire's apartment. The digital clock above the bank flashed 11:59 p.m., 1 minute until the date his future self had whispered with such dread. He rounded the corner and froze. Claire stood under a flickering streetlight, exactly where his nightmares had placed her. A shadow moved behind her, tall, broad-shouldered, wearing Daniel's favorite jacket. His own silhouette, but wrong. The shadow Daniel turned its head slowly, revealing hollow pits where eyes should be. The world glitched. For one heartbeat, Claire's street became a sterile white hallway. Daniel felt straps cutting into his wrists. The smell of antiseptic burned his nose. Then. Snap. Back on the sidewalk. The shadow was gone. Claire waved at him, confused. Daniel? It's midnight, what are you? Don't move. He grabbed her arm. A delivery truck roared past, missing them by inches. The exact spot where Claire had been standing crumpled as a shattered neon sign crashed down from above. Claire gasped. How did you know that would? Daniel's phone buzzed. A text from his own number. See what happens when you interfere. The air rippled. Across the street, his doppelganger watched from a diner window, older, face gaunt, straitjacket visible beneath an open trench coat. Their eyes met. The older Daniel mouthed 2 words before vanishing. Asterisk, she dies. Asterisk. Static crawled up Daniel's spine. His vision doubled, seeing Claire alive before him while simultaneously remembering her casket, the smell of lilies, the way the pills made everything go numb. Both memories felt equally real. A single raindrop hit his cheek. Then another. By the time he blinked, the storm was already pouring, as if the sky had always been raining. Claire touched his face. "You're crying." Daniel looked at his shaking hands. The first raindrops hitting his palms weren't clear. They were red. The phone rang as lightning split the sky. Daniel stood in the storm's eye, red rain dripping from his fingers. He knew this would be the last call. Asterisk, "You're running out of time." Asterisk, future Daniel's voice had deteriorated into something barely human, a wet, clicking rasp. Asterisk, "The paradox is unraveling us both." Asterisk. Through the downpour, Daniel saw two realities superimposed, Claire safe in her apartment above, and Claire's corpse on a stainless steel table. Both equally real. Both happening now. "Listen carefully," the voice gurgled. Asterisk, "Go to the roof. Push the maintenance worker. His death stops everything." Asterisk. Daniel's stomach turned. "I won't murder someone." A sound like bones breaking crackled through the phone. Asterisk, "You already did. In my timeline. That's why I'm here, to make you do it." Asterisk, "Right." Asterisk, "This time." Asterisk. The streetlights died. In the sudden dark, Daniel's reflection in a store window didn't move when he did. It smiled instead, showing blackened teeth. "He's not really a person," future Daniel whispered. Asterisk, "Just a temporal anchor. The universe won't even remember him." Asterisk. Daniel's feet moved on their own, carrying him toward the fire escape. His hands knew the rungs he'd never climbed. His muscles remembered this exact night 1,000 times before. On the roof, a janitor whistled while coiling a hose. The man turned, and Daniel gasped. It was him. Middle-aged, wearing a custodial uniform, but undeniably another Daniel. The worker's eyes widened in identical realization. The phone screamed, asterisk, "Now. Before it resets." Asterisk. Lightning struck nearby. In the afterimage, Daniel saw the truth, an infinite hall of mirrors with every possible Daniel reaching for every possible Claire. Some saving. Some failing. All damned. The janitor lunged first. Their hands closed around each other's throats simultaneously.